Now let's go to our property management. Here you will be able to look at a number of properties and in which state they all are available. Okay. So first of all, this all properties are available on for rent. There is a property Cloud Heaven that is on lease currently, so it will not be shown in available state. Now, whenever we want to create some property, we will have to first of all click on our property create button. Then here we will be creating a whole new property. Okay, let's say Gandhinagar, Gujarat, and we are selecting some address. If we want, we can give our latitude and longitude details also, on which particular date it is being created. It is directly here. If there are number of towers in a single property, then we can write it like that. Let's say there are three towers available. Then there is gross floor area. So basically in square feet, if we are writing, let's say I am writing it in 1000 square feet area. So it will directly calculate gross floor area in meter. Now we need to give our unit price. Let's say I am giving 100 as my unit price for square feet. Per square feet it is $100 price. So it is directly going to calculate based on our square feet area and the unit price. So it will directly create this calculated field. Now if we want to give that for rent, so we will be selecting ground rent. Then what will be the rent type? So I have selected one monthly, so every month it will directly get selected. If there is any property type, let's say it is a office building, so I'm creating office. The property manager, let me get that deco addict, or let's say myself, your company Mitchell and me. Okay. If we want, we can add property owner details. There are furnishing details that can be added, if it is fully furnished or semi furnished or none. Let's select semi furnished. How many bedrooms are there? If it is an office, we are not going to select any bedrooms. There is a bathroom. There are parkings. Okay. Is it facing north south? Let's say north. Let's create some accounts of income accounts. So I'm going to current select current asset, expenses account, maintenance account can also be there, property expenses account. What is the property category? For how many years or how many category that we have currently defined here, that we can directly change here. So for property category here, property for 3 years, that is directly selected. Property management company will be directly selected based on the user, that user who is creating property, of which company, if there is a multi-company environment. If we want, we can also add some YouTube video link here. Okay, so that will be directly added here. There are multi currencies, so there can be, we can also select which one of this currency is to be used. I am currently selecting USD. Now in general tab, there are number of tabs currently here available. In general tab, its gross value is here, its salvage value is there. If there is any computation method based for our depreciation, that you can also select. If there is pro rata temporis data is available, then we can also check how many number of depreciations are needed, how many number of months in a period we want. Let's say we can select that also. Ending date and starting date we can select, and when we go to this particular tab of depreciation board, when we select this, it will directly create our depreciation details. Okay, so it has created our depreciation details of every year. So on this day, its depreciation has been added and it has been directly done. Then there is a history tab under which there is account history. If there is any payment or any of the, let's say, tenancy has been created, then its payment details will be added here. As we are creating a new property, it will currently not show anything. Then there is any maintenance and repairs done for this property, then that will be added in here in maintenance tab. Uh, if there is a number of properties currently available in the single property, we can also create those. If there are a number of rooms available, we can add those here also. In occupancy, if there is any occupancy currently available, then it will be shown here. It will also show property performance report based on sales rate, return of investment, return period in months. Then it will also show occupancy rate based on 10 years. There are rents, rates, and tenancy available. So if there is any tenancy created, all of the tenancy details that will be shown here. The tenancy name, code, tenant name, starting and ending date, what was the rent type, how much the rent was received, how much deposit was taken, everything can be saved from or shown from here. In utility, there are a number of utilities that we have already added in our configuration here. Utility type that we can add here, that these are the utilities that are directly available. So let's add some of the utilities. Let's say gas connection is a utility. There is any particular person who is available to be contacted for anything, that can also be done. If there is any document or any license issued, then we can also add that. Its expiry date can also be added, and if there is any remarks, then we can add them here. Okay, so if there is any lift facility, let's say, then we will be adding this those also. If there are any safety certificates like fire safety certificates or anything like that, that can also be added here. If there is any contact person that is available, we will be adding those also. If there is property insurance taken, then we can add its detail here. How much premium is there? What is the payment term? What are the related companies and insurance? What is company particular company is creating, and what is the contract for that? We can add those all details, and here we can also add some of the notes for the same. Then there is purchase and sell details. If we have if this particular property has been sold more than once or purchased more than once, then all those details will be added here. If we are having multiple owners for the same property, we can add those owner details here. What is the purchase price and what were the purchase amount, and everything can be directly checked from here. Here we can add some of the nearest places name, like let's say I am adding simple I'm adding detail of some hotel. Okay, and if there is any distance in kilometer, we can directly add. It is 1.5 kilometer away near from our particular nearest our property. So we can add number of nearest properties here that are directly available. Here we will be able to add some floor plans or photo details also. So on which we will be adding, let's say, If I'm going to add some floor plans, currently I'm going to add some basic photo of anything. Okay, so save and close. So it will be directly added here. In photos, let's add some of the photos. So let me add some other photo so that it will be directly available. If we want, we can add a description here of photo 1. Okay, so that will be shown here directly. If there are any documents that can be directly added, if we want to add some cover photo, we will be able to add cover photo. Here we also have some basic details or photo to be added here. Then suggested properties. If we are working with our website, so whenever we are working with our website, there are possibilities that it will be having some suggestions of other properties based on the search that we have done. So we can, if a particular property is opened on website, we will be able to show these particular properties that we have added here. Let's say if I am opening this, then it should show these two properties as an suggested properties. So that will be also added here. So these are what all property tabs and property management tabs that are currently available. Here we are also having three different smart buttons. First one is of get location, second one is of open, and the third one is maintenance request. So the first one, get location, it directly communicates with or commands with Google Maps. When we click on this get location, we will be able to look at Google Maps data with this address or with this latitude and longitude details if we have added them. When we click on open, that will be shared on available of shared, that will be directly available on our website, so we will be able to show those properties on website. And if there are any maintenance request made, then they will be shown here. When we save this particular property, and when we look at that property from our property show, it will be shown here like this. Okay, so type office, furnished, semi-furnished, address, its address will be shown here. You can also show here a different color. So when we click on this, it will be shown in different color. Okay, now the second point or second menu in which, that is property hierarchy. So if there are a number of properties in a single property, then we can add those properties directly in property hierarchy. So basically, if I have created this Zori property and I want to add that Zori property, that home property under my Zori property, so what I will need to do, I will open that property and I will give parent property as Zori. So when I select this Zori, it will directly be fetched under our property. So if I'm clicking, oh sorry, I needed to add some account details. So let's say current assets, expense, property expense, and here same expense in property expense. Okay, so I will be adding those properties. Now when we look at this property hierarchy, and if we go to Zori, we will be able to look at home here. Okay, and in that we will be able to look at the details of home. So let's click on this property, and that is available here. So if we want, we can select our property from here also and here also. So it will be shown like this. This is Zori and that is home. So when we click on this home, it will be having here parent property as here. So let me go to this get location button. When we click on that get location button, we will be able to directly go to Google Maps and we will be shown the nearest area and nearest details of our property.